नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेषशून्यवादिपाश्चात्यदेशकारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च सिन्धुभ्य एव च कृत्यानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। ये श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम राम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयं धीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमः। So, continue the famous verse of I showed you that Vishwada Damodar.
यशोमती नंदन व्रजवरना गोपी पर यशोमती नंदन व्रजवरना गोकुल रंजन कानना गोपी पर नदन मदन मनोहर कालिय नमन विधाना अमल हरि नाम मिया विलास 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 गोविंद माधव नवनीत दासर गोविंद माधव नवनीत दासर गोविंद माधव नवनीत.
So it's a beautiful pastime of Damodar. Yashoda chasing after Damodar. And this scene was remembered by Kunti Maharani, who was wondering, oh, Supreme Lord Krishna is crying, afraid of Yashoda's chase, and Yashoda is binding him. These were her points. How can God, who is the creator of million universes, be afraid of somebody? You know, even fear personified is afraid of Krishna. And he is weeping like ordinary child. He is bound by Yashoda. How can unbound be bound? So, because of her reverential admiration, too much of respect and reverence, so she is unable to see Krishna as anybody more than God. How can something be considered as more than God? There is love of the devotee, which controls God also. That is the essence of this pastime. So, in the last reading, I showed you two extremes. One extreme, Kunti, treating Krishna as God, and the other extreme is Yashoda, treating Krishna as only a child. And in between is Devaki. Devaki thought, Krishna is my child, Sutam, she called. And then when Krishna showed the 400 form, she said, Harim. Oh, this is Lord Hari. So on one hand, she had reverence when she saw 400 form of Vishnu. On the other hand, she saw the child Krishna picked up on her lap. That is Devaki. Harim Sutam. Both she said. Tam Adbhutam Balakamam Bhujakshanam. So that verse says that Adbhuta Balakam Krishna with the Shankar Chakra Gadayudayudam, it says. Came with Shankar Chakra Padma, everything. So Kunti, three levels. Kunti, only reverential admiration. Devaki is a combination of reverential admiration and spontaneous affection. And Yashoda, only spontaneous affection. She simply sees an intense love. So you go from Vaidhi to Raga Bhakti, then Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti. You go. It become more and more intense, and then you see Krishna very intimately, like that. So today we will read further wherever we left previous class. It's a very beautiful verse. Vapyadade tvaigrita gasidamatavat yate dashashukalilanjana sambramaksham vaktram niniya bhayabhavane astitasya samami mohayati dhirapi yad vibheti. Volume is full now. So, my dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense of stealing butter and you were perturbed the eyes, overflowed with tears, which washed the masakra from your eyes, kajal from your eyes, and you are afraid, rubbing the eyes. You have heard that song, no? Rudantam muhurnetra yugmam rajantam karambhona karambhoja yugme satanka netram mukushvasakam katri rekanta kantha Stitagrairam Damodaram Bhakti Badham. She's saying, Rudanta means to weep. Rudantam Muhur Netram Igmam Rujantam. So he was rubbing his eyes, and tears are coming from his eyes mixed with the kajal. Rambhoja, his hands are like lotus petals. Ambuja. Rambhoja Yugumenam. With the two hands he was rubbing his eyes and tears were coming and wiping his eyes. So this site is seen by Govindadasa's charm there. Somebody continues watching the site and amazed. So we read the purport part of this. We are here now. When Lord Krishna was present in this material world, to manifest his eternal pastimes of the transcendental realm, Golok Vrindavan, as an attraction to the people in general. He displayed a unique picture of subordination before his foster mother Yashoda. So Krishna wants to tell all the people of the world, oh, dear people of the world, don't you see what kind of God am I? Don't you see that I can be controlled by you, by your love? I become a child of you. I can become your friend. I can become your lover. In this way, you can relate with me. You can approach me very smoothly, easily, without difficulty. So in this way, Krishna is now inviting all of us. Why did you experience a personal relationship with me and be jolly? Why do you think I am a God who is behind the clouds, hurling down thunderbolt, punishing the evil? That is not for you. If you surrender to me with your heart, I'll give my heart, Krishna is saying. So this is amazing because all across the globe there are various religions. But many religions will tell you, go to God, He can give you daily bread. Or go to God, He can give you moksha, liberation from all suffering. Go to God, He's Yogeshwar, He can give you yogic siddhis. So, but here is Bhagavata Dharma which tells you, don't go to God asking for anything. Go to God simply out of love and with the desire to serve. So Prabhupada says, Bhakti Yoga means, you know, one should render some service and that service should be rendered with love. That's Bhakti Yoga. Very simple. Bhaktam Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Even if you offer a flower, offer it with love. You're cooking something for the Lord, cook with love. Distributing Lord's books. Remember Krishna, how he gave knowledge to Arjuna. And in the same manner, same mode, tell people how wonderful Krishna is and distribute the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to people. So in this way, we all have to render some service best possible by us, and we should do it with affection. And then Lord is telling, come, you can become a part of my Goloka family. You can be a part of my family. Lord is inviting all the jivas back home, back to God. The Lord, in his naturally childish playful activities, used to spoil the stocked butter of Mother Yashoda by breaking the pots and distributing the contents to his friends and playmates, including the celebrated monkeys of Vrindavan, who took advantage of the Lord's munificence. Mother Yashoda saw this, and out of her pure love, she wanted to make a show of punishment for her transcendental child. She took a rope and threatened the Lord that she would tie him up, as is generally done in the ordinary household. Seeing the rope in the hands of Mother Yashoda, Lord bowed down his head and began to weep just like a child. Tears rolled down his cheeks, washing off the black ointment kajal smeared about his beautiful eyes. This picture of the Lord is adored by Kunti Devi because she is conscious of the Lord's supreme position. He is feared often by fear personified. Yet he is afraid of his mother who wanted to punish him just in an ordinary manner. Kunti was conscious of the exalted position of Krishna, whereas Yashoda was not aware of Krishna's supremacy owing to her love. Therefore, Yashoda's position was more exalted than Kunti's. Mother Yashoda got the Lord as a child, and the Lord made her forget altogether that her child was the Lord himself. If Mother Yashoda had been conscious of the exalted position of the Lord, she would certainly have hesitated to punish the Lord. But she was made to forget this situation because the Lord wanted to make a complete gesture of childishness before the affectionate Yashoda. This exchange of love between the mother and her son was performed in a natural way. And Kunti, remembering the scene, was bewildered, and she could do nothing but praise the transcendental filial love. Indirectly, Mother Yashoda is praised for her unique position of love, for she could control even the all-powerful Lord as her beloved child. There is a verse which says, Nemam virincho nabavo na shrirapyanga samshrayaha prasadam levire gopi tattat prapati muktidat. This verse says, Nemam virincho. Even Brahma did not get mercy as much as Yashoda got. Na Bhavo means Shiva. Shiva is the friend of the Lord. Brahma is servant of the Lord. Lakshmi is the Ardhangini, half of Lord's body. Even none of them got as much mercy as Yashoda got. Yashoda could pick up the Lord and put the Lord on her lap and feed him milk, embrace him, cuddle him, bind him with the ropes, and treat him like her own child. And Lord spent a great amount of time with mother. It is a pastimes. So last time actually some of you haven't seen. You can see this. This gives idea of what is going on in this particular.
விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் வேடிக்கையாய் பாட்டு பாடி விதம் விதமாய் ஆட்டமாடி நாழிக்கொரு லீலை செய்யும் நந்த கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் வேடிக்கையாய் பாட்டு பாடி விதம் விதமாய் ஆட்டமாடி நாழிக்கொரு லீலை செய்யும் நந்த கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன்.
Krishna, all his friends, I'll keep the butter in the top. I'll keep it in the top of the roof so he can't take it. But then Krishna brought his friends, made a pyramid, and brought the pot down, and it fell down. He didn't bring the pot down, he just dropped down. It broke. He didn't mind it. He picked up the butter and gave it to his friends, to the monkeys. He ate himself, licking the hands. He saw that, isn't it? And then when he saw his mother coming after taking bath, she was combing her own, caring for that hair when she was coming. He got frightened. He saw how he was frightened. He ran away. So in this way, Krishna becomes frightened out of love for his mother. And then mother thought, oh, such a naughty fellow. Yes, I kept it in the top. Still he know how to bring it down and load it. So that's fine. That's what here is mentioned here. This pastime presents another opulence of Krishna. Opulence of beauty. Krishna has six opulences: all wealth, all strength, all influence, all knowledge, all enunciation, and all beauty. Now, the nature of Krishna is that he is greater than the greatest and smaller than the smallest. Anoraniyan, Mahato Mahiyan. We offer obeisances to Krishna with awe and veneration. But no one comes to Krishna with a rope saying, Krishna, you have committed an offense. Now I shall bind you. Yet that is the prerogative of the most perfect devotee. And Krishna wants to be approached in that way. Thinking of Krishna's opulence, Kunti Devi did not dare take the part of Yashoda. For although Kunti Devi was Krishna's aunt, she did not have the privilege to approach Krishna the way he was approached by Yashoda Mai, who was such an advanced devotee that she had the right to chastise the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That was Yashoda Mai's special prerogative. Kunti Devi was simply thinking of how fortunate was Yashoda Mai that she could threaten the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is feared even by fear personified. Veerapi Vidheti. Who is not afraid of Krishna? No one. But Krishna is afraid of Yashoda Mai. This is the super excellence of Krishna. You see, when Srila Prabhupada was in America, some of the disciples became very close, intimate disciples, like Mukunda Prabhu and Janaki Mataji, and Gurudas Prabhu and Amina Mataji, and Shyam Sundar Prabhu and Malati Mataji. These three couples were very intimate. One time, they were very worried about Prabhupada's health. Doctor had told, don't feed this Swamiji anything and everything. You have to be strict in what he eats. So one day, Prabhupada was approached by some devotee and said, Prabhupada, we have made a hot kacharis today. Prabhupada said, oh, my mother used to call me kacharimki. She was very fond of feeding me. Kachari, I used to eat a lot of kacharis. And Prabhupada said, bring it, Prabhupada said. Then when they brought, immediately some of the devotees, these three couples I told you, they said, hey, no. Doctor has told no to Prabhupada. You cannot give him. And Prabhupada said, no, my starvation committee has come now. They are not. They will not allow me to eat this. It's not good for my health. So now can disciple control one spiritual master? Ideally speaking, no. But out of love, they may control. Here, starvation committee Prabhupada called them and laughed because they were concerned about Prabhupada's health. Some devotees wanted to feed him kachori, but they said no. It's not good for somebody. Doctor has strictly prohibited. No oil items for a few days. So now I told you this example for what? Other devotees treat Prabhupada like Swamiji or very big sannyasi and things like that. Whereas you find our very intimate disciples of Prabhupada, they dealt with him very intimately. Now, they're like Yashoda controlled the child Krishna. Like that, they're controlling Prabhupada. You see? So that is the whole point here. You can see here. Yeah. Super excellence of Krishna. To give another example of such opulence, Krishna is known as Madan Mohan. Madan means Cupid. Cupid enchants everyone. But Krishna is known as Madan Mohan because he is so beautiful that he enchants even Cupid. Nonetheless, Krishna himself is enchanted by Srimati Radharani. Therefore, Srimati Radharani is known as Madan Mohan Mohini, the enchanter of the Cupid. So this I will tell a little more about this tomorrow. We will stop with this for today. So, there's a lot of noise here in the train. Just 1 minute left. We will conclude with this for today. And continue from here tomorrow. Okay? So it's a beautiful pastime. This is the super climax of amongst all the different type of God worship. Nowhere in the world you will find like Srimad Bhagavatam. Such a literature which brings us closest to the Supreme God, intimately dealing with the God as a child. Thank you. श्री भागवतम की बहुत बहुत बंदगी।